Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
All right, Thursday, and all today's guests, including Cody Hodgson, standing by, brought to you by the Vancouver Giants. Tomorrow, the Giants take on Victoria at the LEC. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. Visit vancouvergiants.com/tickets for ticket details. Braden from Abbotsford, before we get to Cody, Delaney's OK Tire and Langley inbox. If that's McDavid, it gets called 100% of the time. Food for thought there.
That is true.
Okay. Cody Hodgson is our guest now. Canucks 2008 first-round draft pick, 33 years old. Had his career cut short in 2016 due to malignant hypothermia. Cody has signed a professional tryout contract with the Milwaukee Admirals of the American Hockey League. He played last night and got him. It was his first game back. Got himself an assist. Milwaukee Nashville Predators AHL. A farm team. Cody joins us now. Cody, thanks so much for doing this. Long time no talk to. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks. How are you guys doing? How's it
Good,
been
Cody.
Good. Hey, wearing number 11 last night from Milwaukee, getting yourself an assist. Your first game back since 2016. How'd that feel?
It was great. It's nice to be back. It's a really good group of guys here. They welcomed me into the team, and I really like the coaching staff system. So I feel comfortable already, but it's definitely an adjustment being back playing pro hockey. So I'll have to pick up my game, that's for sure.
Cody, what led to your decision to try a comeback?
It was really this summer. I always, thought to myself and promised myself if I ever could play that I would play again. And I just started feeling great. Started be able basically to play and then not have to be out for a little while after. So I started pushing. I went back to the doctors that I saw and told me I couldn't play. And then, I had them test my liver, lungs, kidney, everything that was kind of damaged before. And it was healthy. So I said, well, I'm going to start training then and see what happens and see if it ever triggers again. And so far, so good. I'm just going to keep pushing it until, something happens. But I feel good. So hopefully, we're past it. But you never know.
What do you want from this, Cody? What are your realistic expectations?
Well, I think first of all, just being able to play the game at the professional level is an honor, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity here. It's nice of Scott Nickel to give me the chance, and hopefully I can reward their faith and pick up the game here, and we'll see what happens. I'm open to anything, but right now I'd love to just do my best in the American League and see what happens.
Okay, you touched on this, Cody, and I hope I'm getting the term right. But malignant hypothermia, I know there's more to it, but can you explain how it affected you? That affected you and led to your retirement in 2016.
Sure, it's a genetic disorder. It affects the RYR1 gene mutation that basically there's a few things that trigger it, and working with the doctors and things they said that a couple of the things have been, prolonged physical exercise, contact sports, going from hot to cold, basically a job description of a hockey player. But recently with the medication, working with those doctors and trying to work with the proper dosages and things, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable playing, even on the medication. So we're just going to, see what happens. But I'm determined to see this thing through and figure out a solution. So I'm excited to be part of the team here, and it's nice that they gave me a chance.
Cody, 7 years off, that's a long time. And we know about pro hockey now that you got to eat right, you got to sleep right, you got to do all that stuff right. So tell us about last night, the first shift. I mean, pro hockey's tough. People don't know how tough the American Hockey League is. How was it last night, the first shift, and getting into it after such a long layoff?
Yeah, I think I've done everything I could to be in shape. But you can't replace game situations. So the ability to read the game and see what's coming, the game comes at you quick. So my first shift, I actually probably should have scored, to be honest. I had a great chance right beside the net and had the ability to put one in there, but I rushed it. So the mental side of it is what I really need to work on, and try to read the game a little bit quicker. But that'll come with time.
You get drafted by the Canucks, and that's your big one. And before that, you were the Canadian Hockey League Player of the Year, and then you get drafted by the Canucks, Cody. And then I read a comment where you said, "I still got 6 years in the NHL. I'm thankful for that." How much, if this didn't stop you, how much longer do you think you could have kept going to the NHL?
Oh, that's all speculation now. I would have loved to have played, the whole time, but you never know what could have happened. There's, lots of times injuries and things that come into play. And I'm just going to try to play as long as I'm healthy. That's kind of my thinking.
Your 2 years in Vancouver, it was only 2 here. What do you remember about your days in Vancouver, Cody?
I love Vancouver, the city, the people. I remember the huge fan following, especially online. They tracked every movement, and you really felt a lot of community, and they really made you feel welcome. So, I was really thankful for the time there. I got a great start. Started off in Vancouver with a great team, learned from the Sedins, Luongo, really good character people that helped me on the rest of my career. And even now, I feel like I find myself, I was coaching 12 and 13-year-old kids this year. Earlier, I still, obviously watch their games in the live bar and stuff, but I find myself repeating some of the advice and things like that to them and the way they play the game. So those are invaluable years.
Hey, Cody, I have to tell you that January 7th, 2012 in Boston, it's referred to as Game 8 here in Vancouver. Your team, the Canucks, win. You scored that spectacular goal against the Bruins. A lot of people refer to it as the best regular season game, most entertaining regular season game in Canucks history. What are your memories of that day?
Oh, it was nice to get a little revenge. I felt like I could have helped the team in the finals there, and it was nice to feel like I contributed and being part of the win in Game 8, as you call it.
And then a little over a month later, you get traded to Buffalo. What the heck happened there?
Yeah, I mean, same time, it was a great experience in Vancouver, but I was thankful that Buffalo gave me a chance as well, and grew up with a bunch of young guys that allowed me to really, progress and give me a ton of ice time that, I never really cared in Vancouver. I was fine playing. I was more the media and everybody else that made the big deal about me not playing. So, I was fortunate to play with really good skilled players in Vancouver and learn from them, and feel like I could take that and apply it to Buffalo. We had a pretty young team and didn't work out that way. That's when we started to rebuild the following year. But yeah, 2 good experiences in 2 good cities.
You talk about the media people, and one of the people that was wondering about your ice time was the guy right beside me. He was
this
the
guy, Cody. This guy.
He was the root of all the
it was
problems.
This guy, Cody. It was this guy.
Hey, Cody, what have you been told by the Admirals and maybe the Nashville Predators as well?
Well, I'm just thankful that they've given me a shot here. It's kind of unorthodox when I called Scott Nickel, and I don't know if it was, probably a lot of hesitation, but I was thankful that they gave me a shot. I just said, if you watch me practice and see if I can help the team, then I'd love to come out there and see what I can do.
Well, Cody, we can't thank you enough for doing this for us.
Yeah.
All the best. A lot of people here pulling for you. You bet.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
All the best, Cody. All the best.